Hello and what is going on today, guys? Tomcat here, and we are back today in Forza Motorsport 6 for another episode of Why Would You Race That? And we're going to be covering the 2015 Audi S1 in this episode because I rarely use Audis. And I saw some Audis in the comment section with some of the suggestions. And one of the reasons why I wanted to try this car out is because I like hot hatchbacks, and it kind of had a little bit of a... It looked like the car had a little bit of a twist to it. It kind of had a little bit of a... kind of a mean streak almost to it, and I really wanted to give it a go and see how it actually went. Now, I'm going to look through the designs and see if there's anything here that I actually like or want to run. That's pretty cool, but, oh, that's nice. You know what? That's really nice. It's basic, but it looks really good. Like, it ties the whole car together, and it looks really, really professional. I'm going to run with that because it kind of looks stock, but a little bit better, like stock plus one or whatever. I don't know. It looks really nice. Looks like a properly done vinyl wrap, honestly. Now, we're going to go ahead and I think for this episode, let's just decide what class we want to build this car for. We'll build it. We'll kind of do a really balanced idea of how we want to focus on it, and then we'll take it out, we'll run it, and we'll see what happens. Now, the first thing I want to focus on is, let's see. So it's a C-Class PI 420, anyway, C-Class 420, and we are going to do race brakes, full race suspension, coilovers, get that done, and we'll do everything chassis, we're going race, sway bars, we're going to do, I don't know about weight reduction, we'll see once we get into that class, or, well, we'll see where it puts us in the class that we're in. We're gonna cage it as well. And even though that does add a bit of weight, it does add also adds a ton of rigidity. And for weight reduction, we could go with a sport weight reduction. I'm going to do a street weight reduction, so I have a little bit of extra room for power and tires. Now, let's see. Tire compound. Race tires puts us in B class, so we are going to... Actually, I'm starting to realize that when we start to add power, it's going to be really hard to keep it in C class. Let's just make it a B. Honestly, let's make this thing a B class. We can make this thing a B class monster. Race tires on what size? 265s front and rear. And actually, we need to do wheels as well. We'll probably do... I'm probably going to go for a set of whatever's the lightest stuff I can find. Those BBS wheels take 12 pounds off. These... the Dymac 9 spokes, 25 pounds off. Let's see. Enkei RPF ones look good. The Graham Lights 57 Optimized look really good. In fact, I don't even care that they don't take off as much weight. They look great. I'm going with those. Dude, they look awesome. And, yeah, we're not going to change the size, but we are going to check and see... Yes, race front bumper. And... You know what? I like that they keep the wing small-ish. It's not massive, but it's... You know, it's there, but it's not huge, and it doesn't kind of take over the car. And I also like the fact that it's all-wheel drive. We're not dealing with any front-wheel drive here. So let's see. I'm expecting, I mean, we're at 252 and 551 PI. Race exhaust 577 PI, 267 horsepower. So maybe just under 300 by the time all is said and done. Lightweight flywheel. And let's see, we can't, I don't think we have room to, ooh, we do have room to upgrade the turbo. 279 horsepower and 334 pound-feet of torque. That's a really nice torque advantage. Really, really nice, actually. Let's see how we can even it out, though. Cam, definitely not. Definitely not with the fuel, either. Does that, oh, okay. 598. Oh, dude, okay. I feel like we could figure something out here. We really could figure something out here to make it work just right. The block, yeah, that's going to push us way over. So is pistons. Cooling, yes! B600, got it. So... Our final figures for power are 289 horsepower and 346 pound-feet of torque, which is very healthy. I mean, it's very healthy for... How much does this thing weigh? Let's see. For a 2,900-pound car, I mean, that's a... Like I said, those are really, really healthy numbers. Really nice. So I'm going to I'm going to pop a quick tune on it. And let's see. We'll pop a quick tune on it, and then we'll take it to Rivals mode and see what we can do time-wise. Oh, crap. I've just realized. I know what we forgot. Can't believe we forgot it, too. And we're going to have to take out some power because of this, but that's okay. I'm willing to take out power in favor of stuff like transmission mods. Carbon drive shaft. Oh, come on. Come on! Menu lag. For days. Race diff. Okay, so we're now A618. And so all we're going to have to do really is... Oh, go away. What? Alright, we're back. Got batteries. Now let's see. All we need to do is take out a little bit of power. And we should be good to go. I'm actually going to go back down to the stock turbo, which is going to take off quite a bit of power, I know. But I think we may be able to deal with that. 603. And... Oh, damn. Wow, the fuel system takes out a ton. What else did we have? I mean... I've taken out oil and cooling. Stock intercooler. Oh, that's 601. Are you kidding me, dude? That's 601. Let's actually see if we can work around the fuel system. We'll take that out, and we will build all the other stuff back up. Cooling, a race intercooler. We'll get that put in. And now that we've got that in... I wonder, Sport Turbo, 606. And now if we take the cooling back... Dang, dude, it's right at 601. Yeah, 598 if we go to a Sport Flywheel. But I really, really don't want to go to a Sport Flywheel. That's the thing. I'm very, very specific about I do not want to go to a Sport Flywheel. Actually, hold on. I'm just trying to find whatever combination can get me right back to B600, because if I have to sit at 599, I'll be so, like, it will legitimately bother me. No, that's 604. Jeez, dude. That's 603. The cam, yeah, no way on the cam. I wonder if we go to the sports exhaust... And then, don't mess with the cam, but if we go to the sports exhaust, can't do fuel, but we can start sticking the oil and cooling stuff back into it. And if we can get this combination right... Oh, wait a minute. We have enough room for a race turbo. We have enough room for a race turbo, but that means we have to find, like I said, yet again, another way, God, to work around that. The race turbo isn't really worth it. We'll go back to the, go back to the street turbo. 599 with the exhaust. 602 with ignition. 605 with fuel. Oh my God. Tell you what, we'll run it at $5.99 for now, and I'll figure out like what I want to do with the tune later on. Let's actually make the gearing just a little shorter. Let's run with like a 373. A little bit more camber in the front. And let's see, bring the ride height down. I'm trying to decide what track I want to use it on, because that'll play a little bit of a role into how I tune it. But I'll give it a little bit of a general setup. And let's see, 110. For the rear, I'm going to bring that to 70-30. The front I'm going to leave as is for now, and I'm going to make it split about 65% rear. Apply that, and hoping that I've done everything right, we're going to go ahead and head to the track. Now, as far as what track, as far as what track we're going to go to, I'll probably go to... I'm thinking Watkins Glen, but we'll see. We'll do... Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Wrong class. B-class time attack. At... Where is Watkins Glen? There we go. All right, Watkins Glen full. Not short, Watkins Glen full. We're going to run this thing on the full track. Let's see, Audi S1. Hopefully I've tuned this thing right because we are not doing a test and tune session. We are jumping straight into the race. And I know you can kind of tune from the menu in Rivals mode, but you can't do any on-the-fly tuning. And that's really the whole benefit of test drive mode anyway, is on-the-fly tuning. And the problem with not being able to do it is if you get in here and realize you've done something wrong, you're in a bit of trouble. But I think we'll be all right. Let's do this. We'll let our starting lap be kind of like our warm-up, and then we'll just go into timed laps after that. Sounds good. It's pretty quick, actually. Waiting, braking. It's got a little bit of understeer that I know I'm going to have to tune out, but it actually doesn't have that much understeer on power, which is nice. I'm so used to running this track in A-Class time attack, and when you run this track A-Class, holy crap, you had, like, the speeds here are really high. I mean, well, A-Class and above, really. Wind 5th gear all the way out. Get ready. You can actually brake a lot later there than it tells you can. Just hugging, wow, hugging to the inside. Dude, this thing, the grip is really good. Pushed wide. Actually was able to kind of save the apex at the end, though. What I like about this car is that it doesn't have that kind of usual Audi-ish, you know, I'm going to push all the way out to the side of the corner because I'm an Audi kind of deal. And it actually does corner very flat with very little drama. I mean, understeer or oversteer. Now, being a rear-wheel drive guy, I like the oversteer of a rear-wheel drive, but at the same time, I mean, something like this is pretty sweet. Now, it's not the best for, it doesn't really respond the best for, like, trail braking. It does it okay, but it's not super eager to rotate the back end around. It likes to stay very planted, and depending on your driving style, that could be a plus or a minus for you. Me, personally, I like to trail brake. I like to rotate the rear end of the car around under braking and kind of use that to my advantage, but it just depends on how you like to drive, and I'm sure I could get used to this style. It's just one of those things where you have to decide what you like. And if you wanted to tune it into it, I'm sure you could tune that into it, but it just depends. You really can just boot it out of these corners, though. Like right near the apex, right there at the end of the corner, you can stomp on the thing, and it doesn't care. It doesn't care at all. It just hooks and goes. That's, I think, the biggest thing about this car that's kind of making me like it is its extreme no-drama approach. There is zero drama in this car. Trying to run that out a little bit further than I did before. We're doing better. Like right there, I'm floored. And it just kind of pulled me right to the inside of the corner. I mean, you can make mistakes in this car, and it will forgive you. It doesn't matter. It'll just forgive you and let you keep going. And that's actually a very nice thing if you're making a car for online racing or for, well, maybe not for leaderboards because you can keep retrying, but for online racing, I feel like this car would be a good car for pub lobbies because there's not going to be much that's going to screw you up. See, this car, I feel like in pub lobbies, would be very, very good because of the fact that unless somebody just flat out rams into you, which could happen because it is Forza, it's not going to have any crazy surprises. It's going to do what you tell it to do, exactly. And, I mean, is that my style? Not quite, but I can really appreciate how somebody might want that in their cars. And dude, it absolutely hooks around these corners. You can, like I said, you can plant it near corner exit, and it just goes right to the inside. It doesn't have any understeer push. It doesn't have anything like that. It's just very on point with what you tell it to do. Just pushing out of the corner. Question is, can we beat this target time? The 205, 206, 207, 208, 209. Oh, yeah. Oh, that was awesome. One more lap. Let's see what we can do. That was a little bit further wide than I wanted to be, but we'll be all right. Target time's a 204. Holy cow. That's fast. I don't know if we can hit it, but we'll go for it and we'll see. The nice thing about this car, too, is that even though it's super grippy, it's not darty. Because I know a lot of people, some people like their cars to be really darty. I actually kind of do, but it's kind of one of those things where you have to pick and choose what you want out of your car, because in a car that's very darty, you will have to be paying attention to it a lot more than, say, a car that's not, you know, that doesn't have a very darty behavior. This car is grippy, but not darty. It's very predictable, very easy to use, very easy to control, not darty at all, very predictable. So, considering that fact, this is going to be very good for even somebody that's either been using all-wheel drive online for a while, or somebody that just wants something that can be their casual online racer, and they don't really have to deal much with people messing with them. Because like that corner back there, for example, a lot of my cars, like for example, my A-class, even B-class rear-wheel drive cars will spin up like crazy back there, and you have to be really, really on point with the throttle control. Otherwise, you're going to be spinning. You're going to be spinning a lot. You're going to be going sideways. Whereas this, you just plant it right at the corner exit, and you turn in. I mean, there's really nothing else to say about how you exit corners in this car. You turn, you plant it, you go. Into fourth. And even in the higher speed stuff, it's not too bad. I mean, we just took that corner at what, like 90 miles an hour? It's not that bad. Although I don't think we're beating that time of 204. I think we might be a little bit better than our last time, but certainly not 204 material. It was better, but it wasn't 204 material. So we went, our best time was a 208.755. Pretty good, pretty respectable time. I'll take it. But if you guys enjoyed this video and enjoyed this build, then don't forget to click that like button. Tell me in the comment section down below what you guys thought of it. And if you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next one. Talk to you guys later. Hope you guys enjoyed.